If you squint your eyes and like do this little thing,
oh, ew.
a little bit. Is that good, huh? We nailed it!
Welcome to Make It Vegan, where I show you traditionally non-veg dishes and make them deliciously vegan. I'm your host, Priyanka Naik. Today, I have a very special guest who's gonna help me make something deliciously spicy. He's known for cooking for strangers, and he calls himself a food ethnographer. Welcome, my friend, Yiming Lin.
Hello!
Yay!
So good to see you.
Thank you for coming to my home kitchen.
Thank you for inviting me. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Do you want to tell the people what we're making today?
One of my favorite dishes growing up was this salt and pepper calamari. And I thought, how cool would it be if we made that vegan? Because most vegan cuisine doesn't encompass seafood.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd give you a challenge. So
yes.
Here we are.
I always love a challenge. I've had kind of like salt and pepper tofu.
So good.
And I just love the spice and the crisp.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so fun to eat. So this will be fun because I want to see if we can actually emulate the texture that you're familiar with.
Totally.
So let's get started. I want to talk a little bit about what we're using to emulate the calamari.
Yes.
Enoki mushrooms. Look how fun, this kind of looks like white grass.
Yeah, aren't they
like it's like growing up
they're
like
just
this?
Beautifully awkward.
We just got this at a local Asian grocery store, like an H Mart. And I think they usually sell it in like the refrigerated section.
Yes.
Because they're fresh. So they're not dried, they're fresh, and you could see like all the roots are intact. I have tryptophobia, so it's like freaking me out. It's a little gross. I'm like, I want to chop it off. Okay, we can move on.
The drama.
The drama. Okay. So I like to always keep a little scrap bowl so we can recycle our food scraps. I hope you're recycling.
Okay, I'm not, so this is helpful because I need to learn how to do that. I'm like...
I'm just gonna break these apart, right?
Yeah.
So you wanna help me break up
let's
some
do it.
enoki mushrooms?
They smell super earthy.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Very... Okay, so we want to create a little quick, dry,
lovely
dredging situation here. Some all-purpose flour.
Cool.
And then some cornstarch.
Yes.
And I noticed in like a lot of Asian dishes throughout, like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Thai, there is a lot of cornstarch used, right?
Yeah.
Because like we don't use it too much in Indian cooking, but it helps give that like crisp factor to it, right?
I looked into it a little bit like a long time ago, so someone please fact check me if I'm wrong. I think it's like the flour has gluten and cornstarch doesn't have gluten because it's just starch. And so like when you fry it, something happens with the starch where it makes it
it's like a reaction?
Yeah, like it makes it less crispy.
So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just taking the enoki mushrooms and lightly dredging it in this and just kind of making sure it gets into the...
Yeah.
This is pretty hot.
Yes.
So if you want to add a little bit of neutral oil to this. I would do a thin layer like so that we're kind of giving it a shallow fry, right? Because we really want to make sure that we get a nice crispy crust.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's like Squidward, but vegan.
I just want to show like how it's opening up.
Ooh.
It's like a little flower, like a squid.
Yeah.
So I just lined a plate with parchment and a little paper towel. So once our little baby squids are done crisping up, we can just drain them on here, any of the excess oil. This is looking beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for all the spices. I think that's what I love about some of these like Szechuan style, because Szechuan, right?
Yes, yeah.
I love it because it's so spicy. It has that numbing spice. It's not really like a heat spice, it's a numbing spice.
Yeah, and we all need to be numbed out sometimes.
So I don't know if you all been noticing, but I've been adjusting the temperature as we're frying these up. We just want to make sure that we're maintaining a hot oil, probably like 350 degrees. Like we don't want it to get too hot because then it'll start burning and smoking too much, and I'm trying to avoid that, but still trying to maintain that like golden brown crisp on the enoki mushrooms. I have these whole Szechuan peppercorns in my bun.
I love that. I collect random jars all the time.
Random jars. So I thought it'd be really fun to actually grind some of our own.
Wait, that's brilliant. I learned that there's actually a technique to using this. You're supposed to pound the sides, or if you do this,
yes,
it gives
I was gonna correct you in a minute.
Sorry.
But no, I wanted to see your technique. You want to make sure to use a heavy pestle because then it's doing the work for you.
Right, for you, yeah.
If you have a light pestle, then you're like really have to grind
it's like
it.
an arm day.
So this one is marble, but like the ones we use at home are like stone.
Okay.
But I love grinding my own spices because like
yeah, it really brings them out.
So good, and it brings out the natural oils.
Totally. And it gives a texture too to the dish.
We have our Szechuan peppercorns around here, and I kept them kind of thick. Like I don't want them too fine. Yeah, coarse. Yes. Do you want to add some white pepper?
How much do you want? Like a pinch?
Yeah, like 2 pinches. Because white pepper, this has a little more heat.
It's a lot, but like we have a lot of coverage, so
yeah. You can put it in. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna add some flaky salt.
Love that. You're gonna salt bay it?
Probably. It's called salt free.
Salt free. All right.
Ooh, perfect. Beautiful.
Lovely.
So I thought we can add a little bit of dried chili to our saute.
Ooh.
Slice this up, and then we're gonna add some garlic. And by some, I mean like a whole head.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like the more garlic, the better, because that's what I associate with Szechuan style cooking. There's lots of garlic and like just lots of aromatics and spice. I think the combination of ginger and garlic is great. We're gonna add in our little crispy enoki.
Lovely.
They're getting a garlic bath. This looks so good.
Yeah, it's got that like glow. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's got that halo action.
We nailed it.
We nailed it. Let's go. Teamwork. That was a okay. Hold on.
We
nailed it.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. That was really good.
That's good. Okay, the flavor, spot on. It tastes just like the salt and pepper squid. It's got the heat at the beginning, and then it's
the numbing.
The numbing, I love.
Oh my god.
I love a good numbing action.
It's like crispy and slightly chewy, which I feel like that would be squid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Except no ink.
No ink. Yeah.
Ink free. Okay, so I wanted to make you a special dish to go with our salt and pepper enoki mushrooms.
Excited.
It's from my book. It's called Veggie Manchurian Noodles. You can get it on Amazon. First, we want to make the sauce ready for the noodles.
Okay, cool.
This is very easy. It's basically just going to be sweet, spicy, a little bit nutty.
Lovely.
So I'm going to have you squeeze a little bit of chili sauce. You can use like a sambal or sriracha.
Okay.
That's going to give our spice. I'm going to add a little bit of low sodium soy sauce.
Yum, yum.
Just for a little bit of that salty factor. Then we're gonna wanna add a little bit of rice wine vinegar, a little bit of light agave. So you're gonna whisk this up for me. All we wanna do is cut up some veggies for our noodles. So I'm gonna do half a red pepper, you're gonna do half a green pepper. And I wanna show you a trick for opening this.
Yeah.
So if you push it down, you should be able to minimal waste, get the whole seed out. And then any seeds that fall, you could just like, tap it into your scrap bowl. So we're just gonna do some thin slices. Now, I need you to cut me an onion.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna try to just get some thin like sticks essentially on this. But then we're gonna cut some strips, like similar to a julienne strip. Oh my god, I forgot, we need some ginger and garlic. So we're gonna use some fresh ginger. I like to just break off a piece. And you don't need to peel it. The peel on ginger is completely edible. And then I usually do add some chili to this. This is pretty hot. So I actually like to get in the onions first.
Okay.
Then I go in with the ginger, my garlic and chili, carrots, green pepper, and red pepper. I was just gonna give it a
Yeah,
little
there we go.
shake.
Nice.
And we're just using lo mein. I think lo mein works the best for this. It's a little bit thicker and sturdier. So we just wanna boil this for a few minutes until it's fork tender or like al dente. So we're almost ready to add in our noodles, but before that, I wanna add in our sauce that we made.
Ooh,
So do you wanna do the honors?
Yes.
Just pour it right in. So we add that in. So this is pretty much done. So
Yeah.
we're ready to plate.
I'm salivating. That's an action.
It is, it is. I really love how the sauce like coated the noodles.
Yeah. It's got that shine.
Really, really
glossiness.
yummy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to garnish this very simply.
Mm.
Some scallions.
I love that
Do you
pop
wanna
of
put a
green.
little bit
Oh yeah,
of
of
coriander?
course. Let me do some work.
Beautiful. And then some sesame. Beautiful. I actually like to put
What's that?
black sesame.
Ooh.
It honestly, it just has a little bit of a
Like a
sweeter
visual-
flavor.
Ooh,
And it's
okay.
visually just,
More interesting.
it looks fancy. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what is that? What
Yeah.
high-end restaurant dish is that? Beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, I know we cooked this fabulous meal, but before we can take a bite, do you want to meet Eco Primo?
I'd love to meet Eco Primo.
All right, let me show you.
All right, let's go. Wait, that's so cool.
Right?
It also smells amazing.
Like potpourri.
Yeah, literally. Wow, okay.
Just put it right in. Eco Primo is processing my scraps. It's going to take a few weeks before I have to empty it. Thank you so much for joining me in my home kitchen and for sharing one of your family's recipes.
Aw.
It was really, really awesome to make, and it does look like Davy Jones. I'm just gonna say that, it does.
Oh my gosh. I mean, everything looks incredible, and thank you so much for having me
Of
on this show and
course, of
inviting me into your
course.
home.
I'm ready to dig in.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Get a little bit of everything.
Oh wait, you gotta wait for me.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Mmm. That's so good. The sauce is so balanced.
Does it taste like Manchurian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God, this is a big bite. And it's so easy. It's like a perfect weeknight meal. You basically just make everything in one pot.
Easy.
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Make It Vegan. I hope you left craving something spicy and delicious. Make sure to tune into next week's episode to see what else we cook up.